Hey guys, it's me, Doodle, back with another tier list video, believe it or not. It's been a while. And today, what I'm gonna do is I'm going over my favorite movies. The sun is so fucking bright, I can barely see shit. Yes, I record these videos outside if you haven't noticed that already. But, technically, all these movies get, either an A or S tier because, they're my favorite movies. But today, we're gonna push that aside, my love for these movies, and look at them on a more logical standpoint and judge the movies based off of a more logical standpoint. I hope you guys have a good New Year's first of all before I start, and I have a lot of new ideas and content coming out soon. Wearing a black shirt out here in the 100-degree weather was a bad idea. I'll live though. I'll live. It's not that hot. It's just the fucking sun's making it hot, but the wind's blowing at the same time. Really weird. Now, let's just fucking start the video. It took me 30 minutes to remember all of my favorite movies, because I have a lot of them, and I just forget. When somebody asks me what my favorite movies are, I'll name half of them, because I forget the other half, so I was just sitting there for 30 minutes trying to remember all of my favorite movies. So I think I got all of them. I even checked my favorite movies list on DeviantArt, which all of my favorite movies list on DeviantArt are even all my favorite movies. It's half of them. So yeah, let's start. Oh, this is something we're going to do last. Let's do this last, because I think this one's obvious. By the way, this is Wolfwalkers, if you guys don't know. If you know me, you know what Wolfwalkers is, obviously. So, let's do the Aristocats. It's a really good, it's a cute movie. It's one of Disney's, it's more on the least popular side when it comes to classic animated Disney films. It's definitely no Pinocchio, no Pocahontas, no Cinderella, no Mulan. It's not none of those. It's kind of a lot of people don't even know what Aristocats is. I remember one time at school, we were playing a guessing game of Disney characters, and Duchess popped up on screen. People didn't even know who she is, but I just yelled it in my brain. I was like, "That's Duchess!" So, I'm a very good Aristocats enjoyer. And the thing about this movie is that it means a lot to me, because I think it was the first animated movie I ever got into ever. I think I was 4. This movie is really old. It's from the 70s. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that. But yeah, I would just watch it all the time simply because of animation. If not, from what I remember correctly, because people can't remember being 4 too clearly, but if I remember correctly, this was the movie that really got me into animation and such, because the animation is so beautiful and the characters are charming. But we have to put the characters and the charmingness aside and actually judge it on a logical standpoint as best as I can. Uh, Most people, the Aristocats, they just know it for Marie. She's like the Gur, but for Aristocats. Y'all know the whole Gur thing? You walk into a Hot Topic or whatever, or you see invaders in March, it's all Gur. It's all fucking Gur. Well, Marie, the little girl cat with the bow, you know who I'm talking about. You most likely seen her. She's like the Gur of Aristocats. So yeah, that's pretty funny to me. So if you don't know Aristocats, you probably know it because of Marie. Alright, so the thing about this movie is that it's very it's obviously made for kids. It's not something it doesn't really have anything it doesn't have a big lesson in it. It's just kind of these characters just fucking around and shit. It doesn't really have a main storyline. I mean, it does, but it's not this movie doesn't really have a goal. This movie, it just feels like an experiment movie. It just kind of does what it wants, and the issues and the issues, not the issues, but what the characters have to face aren't really that big of issues. I get it, they're cats. It's supposed to be a simple kids movie. It's not supposed to have all this woes. I don't feel like every movie has to have a woe in it either. Like, oh wow, that was so traumatic. That almost made me cry. Uh, every movie doesn't need that. Every movie doesn't have to be the best movie. Movies can just, like, some things can just be what it wants to be, you know? But because of that, like, I think I remember, like, one of the biggest, like, problems these characters faces is, like, fucking, Marie falls off a train track into the water. It's like, oh no! But it's like, it's not really that big of a deal. So because of that, all I just said, I think I'd have to give it, like, a C plus or a B minus. What the right now, I'm just going to give it a C just to simplify it. I'm going to go to my favorite font and go to, I think 40 will work. I'm not going to color the letters. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. But I have a lot of other movies on the list, and from what I remember in my head, a lot of them don't have a C rating. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to give this a C. I'll give it a C plus, just because well, no, I said I wouldn't base. I'm trying to do it on a logical standpoint. Let's just give it a C plus, just because it's charming and it has passion. I won't be too crude. I think this is the lowest rating any of these movies will get. I don't care. Judge me all you want. This is one of my favorite movies. I love Sharkboy LavaGirl. It's so me. All of these movies are so me. But this is one of those Cartoon Network movies, so I think that's like that already kind of gives off what this movie kind of is. It's a TV movie. It's Cartoon Network good. I don't think this movie was in theaters from what I remember. But it feels like it was just like one of those cartoon slash Nickelodeon movies. I can barely see my fucking screen. It's so fucking sunny out here. Alright, the thing about this movie is I haven't seen it in a long time. A lot of these movies I haven't seen in a long time. So I'm just judging it based off of what I feel currently. Because, you know, everybody's mind changes about things differently. But no offense, I'm not going to watch, like, 80 hours of my time just to make a few minutes, like a 20-minute tier list movie video. I'm going based off of what I remember. Water. Alright, so this movie is funny. It's like a meme now. Nobody takes this movie seriously anymore. Mr. Electric, send this person to the principal right now. Like, he ruined my dream journal. You know, all that. Yeah, pretty funny. Like, it's like a meme now. It's so funny because I watched that clip and it's supposed to be like dramatic, but they're like kids in elementary school and you can't take them seriously. He ruined my dream journal. It's pretty funny. And I also heard the movie has terrible CGI, but I watched this when I was little, so obviously I can't remember if the CGI was good or not. I did watch some of it. The CGI was pretty terrible. But it's a Cartoon Network movie from like 2007 or something, so like also what do you expect? I don't know about this. I don't know. I'm trying not to go with the opinion everybody says, because everybody's like, oh, this movie sucks. Oh, it's so corny. Yes, it's corny and it's cheesy, but it's not. It's also not that bad. I think I'm just gonna give it the same thing like I gave Aristocats, because, yeah. Some of these are, like, really hard for me to, rate. I know I said Aristocats would be the only one that had a C, but I lied to you. This movie right here is just beautiful. All Dogs Go to Heaven. It's a beautiful movie. It's so great. How I look at it, I just judge the first All Dogs Go to Heaven. I don't even consider. We don't talk about the second movie. We don't talk about that. That doesn't exist. The second movie does not exist. Just the first one. Everything about this movie is just beautiful. I thought I wouldn't like I watched it a second time a few years ago, and I thought I wouldn't like it as much because I got older. But if anything, I enjoyed it better when I got older than when I did when I was younger. A lot of younger people are gonna watch this and not really understand the concepts because the movie is really about death. And Charlie is like some fucking gambler. Like, it's really I think this movie is really underrated, especially because of the way it's placed. Like, it's the 90s and it's an animated movie and it's not really for kids, but it's not really for adults either. And it's not a Disney movie, it's a Don Bluth movie, and I think because of that, this movie kind of gets, I hate to say it, but kind of like forgotten. But it's such a beautiful movie. I love movies that are just so underrated, and they just come out of nowhere, and they're like, they're so beautiful. This movie is beautiful. I don't know how else to say it. Watch it, please. It's kind of sad too, and that's why I like it so much, because um, it has a bittersweet ending, and it tackles death so good for like a animated slash children's movie. It's really good. The songs are great. The characters are great. The movie is a little bit weird. I think that's because it's an older movie, but some of the it's like, so I don't know how to explain it. It's just kind of a weird slash bizarre movie. It's kind of like out there a little bit. Not as much as some of these movies we're about to talk over, but it's just it's one of those golden pieces of slabs in the mountain of pebbles. That's what this movie is. It's really beautiful. The songs are great. Let Me Be Surprised is such a great fucking song. Alright, let's we have to, oh, I forgot to put it on the, yeah, these are my favorite fonts, by the way, right there. I want to praise this movie longer, but at the same time, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't watched it. But the animation, songs, everything are great. I could praise this movie for a very long time. It's just, it's a special movie. I want to praise it, but yeah, I don't think people want to hear me rant about this movie for 10 hours. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. But it's an A. It's a beautiful movie. Like I said. Alright, I feel like the color purple would be criminal if it got anything under an A. I feel like that wouldn't be fair. So this is obviously a really good movie, and this is my most recent favorite movie I've ever watched. It hasn't even been a year since I saw this movie, and I only saw it once. And I think that was I think I watched the movie in May. I think it was May, if I'm not mistaken. May of 2023. So it hasn't even been a full year yet. I don't even think it's been well, yeah, it's been half a year. It's been half a year now, but yeah, and I only saw it once, but it's a beautiful movie. It's kind of dark too. It's really dark, not kind of dark. So, I don't really want to talk about it in like a comedic way. All I'll say is that it's a great movie, and Oprah's character is my favorite. I forgot what her name is, but she's my favorite character. She's so mean. I love Oprah's character, but for the life of me, I cannot remember their name, like her name. But it's a great movie. It's really beautiful. Just it's kind of those movies that you watch when you just need some quiet time. Like, it's a very respectful movie. You have to watch it when you're feeling like calm, I guess. Yeah. Everybody knew I was going to get to this. Everybody that watching this, everybody assumes this is my favorite movie of all time. I feel like, but it's not. It's not my favorite movie. Um, the thing about this movie, is that I watched it at a time when I needed to watch it. Like, when you're just down in the dumps and you just watch a movie that's you feel like solely speaks to you and just pulls you out the dump and just understands you. That was that movie. I watched this movie at a very appropriate time. I watched this movie when I needed this movie. And I watched this movie in theaters, actually. And it was really hard to watch it in theaters. But I can't, like, it was just, like, so nice being able to sit down in the movie theaters and watch it. This is why watching movies in movie theaters is so good, because I feel like you're experimenting the movie in its full capacity, if that makes sense. It's really, like, it's really great. But if I were to watch this movie at a random time and a time where I didn't need it, I'm gonna be honest, I probably wouldn't care about the movie that much. Like, I probably just would have said, that was a pretty good movie, and move on and just forget about it. But because I saw this movie at the time I needed to see it, and the emotional state that I was in, it made it one of my favorite movies. And if you ignore the animation as well, because the animation is so beautiful. Like, I'm not big on 3D animation. I think that's the only one on here that's 3D animation, but the animation, like, is so good. Like, you can even go to my main channel and find some of my elemental content, and because, like, I was so hyper fixated on it, I feel like people assume it's my favorite movie. It's not my favorite movie. But yeah, like, it's one of my favorite movies, but it's not my favorite. But because of all of that, we have to be logical about this rating and put my emotions to the side, and it's a solid B, guys. It's a, why is that so funny though? It's a, what the fuck? Okay, we're having technical difficulties. There you go. It's a solid B. What the crap? There's a bird over here. This is the Princess Bride. I'm gonna be honest. My memory of this movie is really shabby, because I watched this movie years ago. I think I was in the 9th or 10th grade when I was in the 9th grade when I saw it. So, and I'm about to graduate now. So it's obviously been a few years since I saw this movie. And on top of that, I only saw this movie once. So, my memories of this movie are pretty shabby. I feel like I know it enough to rate it. But what I remember is that when I first watched this, I was so invested in it. I was just so invested in it. Like, I was, like, all other kids were on their phones and stuff, but I was, like, so invested with it. I wouldn't take my eyes off of it for a single second. And playing a movie like that during class, and you being able to, like, be focused with the movie and not be on your phone and actually, like, enjoy the movie and not look away for a second, that's pretty impressive. I feel like that's pretty impressive, especially in the year, like, what, it's 2021, I think? I don't even, no, I wasn't even in the Eds world yet, man. It's like 2020 or something. It's some shit like that. It's 2021, like the start of 2021, early 2021 when I saw this. But I just remember me being so invested into it. I don't think if it wouldn't, I think I wouldn't really care about it if I saw it at another time. It's kind of like Elemental. I saw it at the right time. If I saw it another time, I probably wouldn't care about it. Take this one with a pinch of salt because of all the reasons I just stated. But it was a B slash A minus. This is probably going to be the only one that I give 2 ratings. I don't know yet. Just because, again, it's been so long and I only watched it once. Well, my good old friend Rocky Horror. Jesus Christ, my good old friend. The baby goat's trying to talk to me. They see something. But, this is the doodle movie ever. My friends say this is the doodle movie ever. Because it's the doodle movie ever. This is the doodle movie. This is me if I was a movie. This is the doodle movie. This is me movie. I love this movie so much. The humor in this is me. The characters are me. The songs are me. The aesthetic is me. This movie is me. But I didn't finish it. I didn't finish the movie. I got halfway through it. Yeah, I got like halfway through it. I didn't finish it, so I don't even know if this. So if you want to ignore this one, that's fair because I didn't even finish the movie. It's been over a year too. So this is worse than the Princess Bride. Well, actually, I saw the Princess Bride way before I saw this movie, so I actually have a better movie of this memory. Even though it's half of it, I do listen. I love the songs. I listen to them to death. I fucking love these songs. It's pretty obvious why I got into this movie in the first place. Edgeworld, my good old friend Edgeworld. Uh, by the way, did y'all see the Edgeworld drawing of Matt as Frank? That is the me image ever, bro. That is me as an image. Matt as Frank, you know the Rocky Horror poster of Frank on the lips, the ever so famous mouth. That's me. I need a poster of that in my room. Matt as Frank. So me, it's so me. I gatekeep that image. That is the me image ever. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, please look it up. But it's like Matt as Frank, and he's on the poster, and it's Matt. That's my favorite character. Edgeworld character. It's so good. It's so me. I gatekeep that. It's me. It's me, guys. I can't get over how much that image is me. I need a poster of it in my room. But if anybody saw it, they would raise their eyebrows. But the image is so me. When I literally saw that image on Twitter, I like screamed to myself. I can't look at the image because it's just it makes me so happy. Because it's like, and everybody started drawing it, and I just freak out. It's like, oh, I need to draw it too. But the image just means so much to me. It's like, oh my god, it's so me, guys. It's so me. I can't even look at the image because it's like I just get so happy because it's like it's me, it's me, it's me, it's the new image. It's so me. It makes me so happy. I love that image so much. Like I said, I can't even look at it because it just, I can't look at it because it's so good. It's so me. That image was made for me and nobody else. The Matt Rocky Horror Edgeworld drawing is me. Alright, besides Edgeworld, if we're taking away all the charming characters in the songs and the fun, this movie is kind of bland. Like this is a passion movie, you know. This is like one of those things where you can't be logical over this movie. This movie has no logic. So I don't even know if I need to rate this or not. Okay, but if we take all the fun out of it and rate it boringly, then it's a C. But let's be real, guys. This movie is too fun. Like, this fun fucking movie. Really, guys? This video is just an excuse for me to doll over my favorite movies. This ain't even a ranking video anymore. This is me, like, praising my favorite movies and me trying to get people to see them. See them! Very humorous. I love Rocky Horror. It's so me. It's not my favorite movie either. I think the movie's boring. I just like the characters and the songs and the messages and the passion in the movie. The quotes in this movie are so me. I want a shirt. I want Rocky Horror merchandise. Please, I'd buy it. Okay. I gotta get out of my Rocky Horror face. Okay. I just talked about Rocky Horror like it was my favorite movie, but it's not. It's kind of boring if you're just looking at it story-wise. I couldn't even finish it. Okay. Bolt. Oh god. Okay, now I have to get into the Bolt mood. Okay. Ooh. This movie means a lot to me. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was the first ever movie that I saw in theaters ever. I was really, really little. Obviously, I can't remember me seeing it in theaters because I was fucking little. I don't have a single fucking memory of it. But this movie is beautiful. I can't watch it. Like, I can't mentally go back and watch the movie. I tried a few years ago, but the nostalgia bubbles were so strong. I think out of all these movies, this is the one that I kind of get the most emotional with when it comes to memories. because obviously the one I get most emotional with in general is Wolfwalkers, but we're not talking about that. I'm talking about just nostalgia bubbles, because this movie reminds me of when I was like a little kid, and it just takes me back so hard. Especially the songs. I swear they did that on purpose. Especially with the like, "There's no home like the one you got," and "I thought I lost you." Those songs. I swear they did that on purpose. Um. Oh, I lied earlier. Oh, this is the only 3D animated. No, this is another 3D animated movie. But the movie is beautiful. It's really fun. It's funny. It's solid. It's cute. It's charming. Even taking away all my precious nostalgia bubbles and trying to rank this movie not based off of my nostalgia or childhood, it's a good movie. It's on the more simple side, but this is what I'm saying. Like, you can make a movie simple yet impactful. This is a perfect example. This is a perfect example of making a movie simple yet impactful. This movie is fucking beautiful. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, the nostalgia bubbles when you get over something, but the nostalgia hurts. These are one of those movies I can't even watch it without just fucking, without hurling into a ball, because the nostalgia bubbles are so fucking strong. So this movie is just A. It's an A. I don't know about All Dogs Go to Heaven A. All Dogs Go to Heaven is probably higher if we're taking away all my nostalgia bubbles. It's a good fucking movie still, though. Alright, this one is weird. This is probably, I thought Rocky Horror was gonna be the black sheep of all these movies until this. I remembered this fucker exists. Do you even call this a movie? Like, it's 15 minutes. I mean, Google says it's a movie, so. I mean, it says it's a film. Like, it's not like a movie theater film by no means. It's 15 minutes long. And it's you can watch it on internet. If you guys don't know what this movie is, it's that one movie Saber Spark talked about that one time. Yeah, that's how I watched the movie. It's because of Saber Spark. I watched it a couple times. It's beautiful. It's more deranged than Rocky Horror. If you think Rocky Horror is fucking deranged, you haven't fucking watched this shit, because it's really fucking deranged. Don't watch this movie unless you have a really unless if you can handle mature content. It's obvious, like, all yeah, the color purple is mature, but not in a deranged way. I don't know how to explain. This movie is fucking deranged. This is a disgusting movie. But it's so good. It's so good. I wish I could explain it. Like, some of the stuff that is in this movie, but I swear YouTube will strike down my ass. But it's very sensual. I would just put it in those words. I can't barely show screenshots of the movie because the movie is basically a lot of hunk and gunk. But I love this movie. I'm the goat, by the way. The goat is me. I'm the goat. I love this. I love the message of the movie. I love the animation. I love the goat. The goat is me, by the way. I don't know how to say her name. Yeah, I just call her Maria. But basically, the best way I know how to describe this movie without getting struck down by YouTube is it's about Jesus and the devil, and the goat Maria. It's based off of like religion and stuff. No, I can't say nothing else about the movie without YouTube getting mad at me. Like, I literally can't. That's all I can say. But the main character in the story is Maria. The story goes on her way, and yeah, I can't spoil it. It's a 15-minute film. I mean, there's not much I can say about it. I literally forgot about this movie too, because it's not even really a movie. This was the last one I put in. Like, I put all my movies down, and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, Judas and Jesus. Judas and Jesus, the 2008 film that I really like. I'm the goat, by the way. I don't think I'm even gonna rank this. I don't think it's. I can't rank this one. I'm sorry. I think it's unfair, and I don't even know how to rank it. Like, how are you supposed to rank it? Like, based off of the story? There's barely any story. Just go watch it yourself. You can look it up. You can find it somewhere. Just watch it. Just 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 watch it. It's pretty good. It's a good movie. I need to get Peyton to watch this shit. All right. And we saved the best for last. The good old heavenly Wolfwalkers. This movie is just something else, man. This, you can already tell by looking at it that it's a beautiful movie. Don't judge this movie. Just because it has like lesbian furries. No, it's so much more than that, my god. watch Wolfwalkers. Watch it. It's beautiful. I cry every time I see it. Just about. It's beautiful. Beautiful and stunning animation, especially for 2020. Because, like, recently, nobody cares about 2D animated movies anymore, for some reason. This was the last 2D animated movie I ever saw. The rest of them have just been 3D. So, first, I feel like 2D animated movies have way more emotion in it. This is like All Dogs Go to Heaven. This movie is kind of like The Color Purple if you think about it. They kind of have some correlations going on. This movie is kind of like All Dogs Go to Heaven in the sense that it's one of those extremely underrated things, and it's just a golden, again, one of those movies that is a golden slab. One of those movies, let me rephrase it even better. This movie is a needle in a haystack. It's so hard to find, and it's so underrated, but it stands out. That's how I know how to explain it. Don't be so judgmental of this movie at first. It has a kind of a slow start when you first watch it. It's just like, this is just like any other animated movie. It kind of gives off like How to Train Your Dragon vibes. But once the movie, like, past that 20-minute mark or whatever, once the movie goes, it starts going. It's something you have to put your full focus into. You can't watch it any other way. I feel like it would be absolutely criminal of me to not put this in first place. The passion is there. The characters, it's there. The animation, it's there. The music, it's there. The storyline, it's there. The message is there. The emotions it makes you feel, it's definitely there. Everything about this movie is beautiful. I can't think of anything to point out that's quote unquote lackluster or bad. S tier. I would praise this movie more. I don't know how to without spoiling it. This is obviously oh, it's doing it again. As plus. I remember people got mad because this I forgot what it was. It was like some animation Emmy. And people got mad that Wolfwalkers didn't get it, but instead Soul, the Disney movie Soul, got it. Guys, it's Disney. They have more money. The best thing you can do about underrated movies like this is just go and support them however bad you can. Do y'all guys know the Netflix series First Kill? Remember how that got canceled and everybody was so upset? I was upset too. I'm a big fan of First Kill. I was like, but yeah, sometimes it's not fair, sometimes the underrated movies just are underrated. But there's a beautiful sense in being underrated, yet having passion. It's like you stand out so much. You're so underrated, yet you stand out. So make sure, whatever you guys are working on, make sure to have a lot of passion, because I swear, you don't know it, but you stand out somehow. It's the passion, guys, I'm telling you. Anyways, Wolfwalker is a beautiful movie. I think I'm going to end the video there. All these movies are, I think you guys should know what type of person I am since I showed all of them off if you guys have seen those movies. Anyways, these are all amazing movies because they're my favorite. They're all great movies. If you guys are bored this Christmas holiday, New Year's holiday, and you're on break and you're bored and you don't know what to watch, I suggest you to watch one of these movies if you haven't already, especially